Ever thought about what happens to your body when it's cremated? Not the scary movie version, but the real science behind it. More than half of Americans pick this option now. It's not some wild inferno, it's a controlled 2-hour process that leaves behind just a few pounds of ash. Want to know the actual steps? We're breaking down the biology and tech that make it work. Think of it as solving one of life's last puzzles. Let's explore this together with respect and curiosity. This practice goes back thousands of years. The ancient Romans honored their dead this way. Today, it's practical and kinder to the planet. That's why it's growing fast. The idea is simple. Use extreme heat to reduce the body to its basic minerals. What's left? Bone fragments, which get processed gently. There are no flames touching the body. It's all about controlled heat doing the work. We'll walk through 3 main stages: getting ready, what happens in the chamber, and the final steps. Picture it like a specialized oven built for closure. Before the heat starts, preparation is key. It keeps things safe and dignified. The body comes to a licensed crematory. That's a place built just for this. Staff check tags and paperwork. It's like a final roll call to avoid mistakes. Medical devices like pacemakers get removed next. Those batteries could pop, so safety matters. The body goes into a simple container that burns, usually wood or cardboard. If embalming happened for a viewing, it doesn't change the process. This prep takes minutes, but it's essential. It respects the person while setting up the science. Here's a cool history fact. Back in Victorian days, cremation stirred up controversy. But pioneers like Dr. Francis Wenham pushed for it as a cleaner option than burial. Now, rules make sure it's done right, one body at a time, with witnesses allowed if families want. Everything's set. Time to see the core of the process. The chamber, called a retort, is a tough oven lined with brick. It's preheated to between 1400 and 1800 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hotter than lava in some volcanoes. Natural gas powers it, creating lots of oxygen for efficient breakdown. The whole thing takes 1.5 to 3 hours based on body size. First 20 to 30 minutes, soft tissues start to disappear. Skin, muscles, organs, enzymes, and bacteria from the body's own breakdown. Remember autolysis from school. They mix with the heat. Water makes up about 60% of your body. It turns to steam and vents out through a filtered chimney. It's like the body exhaling one last time as gas. By 45 minutes in, the torso and limbs are mostly gone. Only the denser bones remain. Bones don't burn, they calcify. They get brittle and crack from expanding. Think of popcorn kernels under pressure. The skull might split naturally, but it's quiet. No Hollywood drama here. Why do bones survive? They're loaded with calcium phosphate. That's a mineral that resists heat. Picture a family today choosing this for someone after a long life. As the chamber hums along, it's a quiet change. 150 pounds of a person becomes about 5 to 7 pounds of fragments. As time runs out, the chamber cools. We're left with what's essential. Once it's cool, the remains come out. They're mostly bone fragments, about the size of pebbles. Staff rake them out carefully. Any metals like dental fillings or jewelry that weren't removed get separated with magnets. They're recycled properly. These fragments weigh 3 to 9 pounds. They go into a cremulator. That's a machine that gently grinds them into fine particles like sand. They're called cremains. Cremains are about 95% bone minerals. Calcium, sodium, phosphorus, no DNA or organic stuff left. They're inert, like fine gravel. Families get them in an urn within a day or two. From there, choices open up. Scatter them somewhere meaningful with legal permits. Bury them in a niche. Even turn them into memorial jewelry. Modern crematories filter emissions so it's greener than you'd expect, though new options like aquamation, which uses water, use even less energy. The big idea? Cremation mixes ancient ritual with modern science. It offers closure while respecting the body's natural elements. We've uncovered the step-by-step science from prep to those final cremains. It's a reminder that even endings have fascinating biology. Whether you're planning ahead or just curious, understanding this helps you make informed choices about life and legacy. If this sparked your interest in how the human body works, hit that like button. It helps more people find these facts. Drop a comment with your thoughts. Would you choose cremation, or do you prefer burial? We love hearing your stories and might shout one out next time. Share this with a friend thinking about end-of-life options. They'll thank you for the knowledge. And if you're hungry for more curiosity, subscribe to Mysteries of the Spirit and hit the bell for updates on our series exploring health, science, and mysteries. What should we cover next? Tell us below. Thanks for joining the learning journey. Stay curious. Researchers at institutions like the University of Tennessee work to refine cremation methods. Their goal? Less environmental harm. The chamber cools as time runs out. What remains is only the essential. The cooled fragments, mostly bone pieces about pebble-sized, get carefully raked from the chamber. Metal bits like dental fillings or jewelry, if still present, are pulled out with magnets. These metals go to responsible recycling. The bone fragments, weighing 3 to 9 pounds, then enter a cremulator. This machine gently grinds them down. The result? Fine sand-like particles called cremains. Cremains contain about 95% bone minerals: calcium, sodium, and phosphorus. No DNA survives. No organic matter remains. They're inert, similar to fine gravel. Families receive them in an urn within a day or two. What happens next? Choices abound. Some scatter them in meaningful locations, with legal permits, of course. Others bury them in a niche. Some even transform them into memorial jewelry. Modern crematories filter emissions carefully. This makes the process greener than most people expect. Still, alternatives are emerging. Aquamation, a water-based method, uses even less energy. The key point? Cremation blends ancient ritual with modern science. It offers closure while honoring the body's natural elements. We've explored the complete science of cremation, from preparation to those final, meaningful cremains. Even in endings, fascinating biology plays out. Whether you're planning ahead or just curious, understanding this empowers you. It helps you make informed choices about life and legacy. If this sparked your interest in the wonders of the human body, hit that like button. It helps more learners find these facts. Share your thoughts in the comments. Would you choose cremation, or do you prefer burial? I love hearing your stories. I might shout one out next time. Share this video with a friend pondering end-of-life options. They'll appreciate the knowledge. Want more content exploring health, science, and mysteries? Subscribe to Mysteries of the Spirit and hit the bell for notifications. What topic should we cover next? Tell me below. Thanks for joining this learning journey. Stay curious.